Good morning! Today I am here to talk about a possible dupe product. This is going to be sort of like a first impressions slash demo slash, I don't know, we're going to see how it turns out. So I was shopping at Ulta a while ago and found that they have a solid cleaner, like the Beauty Blender Solid Cleaner for brushes. And I use the Beauty Blender Solid, which is this one here, and it is about $15.95 at Sephora. There's 1 ounce of product in here, and it's kind of expensive because I, as a makeup artist, go through these a lot. So I usually have one for my home stash and one in my kit, and I just go through them like crazy. And then the one from Ulta is this one here. It's made by Japanesque. And I use Japanesque dry oil makeup brush cleaner, and I really like it. So I thought, you know, maybe I'll try this one. It's actually cheaper by volume than the Beauty Blender Solid. So the Beauty Blender Solid is 1 ounce, so it's $15.95 per ounce basically. The Japanesque version is $20 and it is 2 ounces, so it's $10 an ounce. I've never tried the Japanesque one. I picked it up today because I wanted to compare them side by side and see how it works, because if it works, then it's totally worth it to just spend the $20 and have it last longer rather than spending the $15.95 and having it not last as long. The first thing that I noticed upon opening the box is that the package is quite a bit bigger. I can definitely understand how there would be more product in this one by quite a large margin than there is in this one. It is like solid product in there, but it's like more like a lip balm, whereas the solid, the Beauty Blender Solid is more like a little bar of soap that sits in there. Mine is really, like, it's almost gone, so you can see that there's just a tiny little ring of product that I'm like pretending to barely use. But when it's brand new, it's like a little disc that sits inside of there. You can take it out, it moves around, and stuff like that, like a little bar of soap. And then the Japanesque one is like molded into the container basically. So it is a little bit different. They smell different. This one smells a little more like herbally and natural-ish. This one I think smells like lavender. They do smell different. This one almost smells like a candle, sort of. I don't know, it's okay. It smells clean. And I think the ingredients are a little bit, let's see. So the Japanesque version has more ingredients, but at first glance at least it seems like a lot of them are like vegetable oils, and they might be a little bit more like on the natural side, but they might not be overall. I can't really tell just by looking. This one does, the first ingredient is goat milk, and it does say that on the packaging. So it says Japanesque Create Beauty. It says solid brush cleanser, gentle goat milk cleansing balm. I'll have to see how that works. I know that goat's milk is like really nourishing, and I think that's probably why they put it in things like this. They also have it in skincare products and stuff too. Directions for use: moisten the brush head and swirl gently over the balm surface until the foam has lifted away visible impurities, which is basically the same as the Beauty Blender Solid. Rinse the brush and lay to dry naturally. Rinse the balm quickly under running water or wipe the surface to refresh the balm. And I think that referring to it as a balm is quite accurate. It is a little bit different in texture than this, like I said, and a balm is a perfect way to kind of describe what the texture actually is. So I'm going to demonstrate, or at least try it out. We're going to see how this works because I'm doing this in a really strange way. I never recommend to clean your brushes like this, ever. Basically what can happen is by dipping and like swirling and cleaning, you can actually get water up inside the ferrule, and it'll dissolve the glue away, and your brushes won't last very long and you'll kind of ruin them. So I always do it under running water, but for the purposes of this demonstration, because I don't have a sink in my living room, I'm going to just dip the ends of it and then swirl it on. All you need is enough to get the brush a little bit wet and the product wet. So I'm going to do that very carefully, but please be careful if you do it this way at home. There's really no need to, because if you have a sink, then just use it under the running water. I'm taking this brush that I just used for this tutorial. By the way, I will link this makeup look down below. So I'm just going to dip a little bit. I'm going to watch what I'm doing here. Okay, now I'm going to dip it in and swirl it around on the cleanser here. And it's getting, like, it's picking up some of the cleanser and kind of moving it around, and it's acting a little bit like a bar of soap actually. This is where I need a sink. Okay, I'm just going to use a paper towel, see if this works. So, just swirling out on the paper towel, you can tell it's getting a lot of product out of my brush. Like a lot of product out of my brush. So that's a good sign right off the bat that this probably cleans pretty well. Okay, so I actually did go and rinse it underneath the sink just because I want to be fair and see how this would really work if I were just washing my brushes like I normally do. So I can tell that, I don't know, I guess it feels really clean. It's definitely different than the Beauty Blender Solid, but it seems to clean really well. My bristles feel, you know when your bristles, you can feel them and it's like almost like that squeaky clean feeling. So that's kind of awesome. I'm gonna have to use this more. Like I said, this is kind of more of a first impressions because that's really all I can do the first time that I use something. But I'm gonna have to use this more and get back to you guys and let you know if it's like super good. But at this point, I would say like it's definitely worth buying. It cleans, it does a good job. The bristles don't come out like when I was rinsing it and stuff. It's not like it's damaging it in any way that I can tell at this point. And it's even like this brush is dry now, which is really crazy. So yeah, I mean overall, I definitely recommend this product as far as I have experienced it. And yeah, I think I'm going to be purchasing this from now on because it seems to do the same job that the Beauty Blender Solid does, of course, for less money, which is always awesome. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to check out the videos down below. I'm going to have my Beauty Blender Solid demo video, and I'm going to have the tutorial for this look that I'm wearing right now linked down below as well. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!